Hello there, and welcome back to Aquablaze Dragon Age 2. So my goal for today is going to be to get everything ready for us to be able to head into the Legacy next time. Because we're basically, I think, like, pretty much actually already, like, at the end of the main quest line, pretty much. So, yeah. We need to go ahead and go into Legacy here sooner rather than later, and we only have a little bit left to do, I think, before we head into Legacy, but it is a little bit, there's a few things I kind of want to go through, so not planning on jumping into Legacy in this video, but next video we will. But this video I'm just going to be making preparations, so I'll be looking to finish up the last few things here. So first of all, we have something to give to Meryl. And unfortunately, because the main quest, like, involves, Gallows, and I think, like, as soon as we go to the Gallows, I think it might activate, so we might not be able to do this Herbalist task one. So that's kind of my bad. I, like, forgot that there was that, like, point of no return type thing that pops up. Yeah, just completely forgot that that's a thing, and so we're kind of locked into that now, unfortunately. But yeah, and we're not planning on doing the rest of the Qunari Blades because it's not really worth it for Kyrix. And then we have these Ancient Scrolls things that we were wanting to do, which we have the one that we know the location of in Sundermount, and I just didn't do because last time because I wanted to get an actually better party that didn't include, like, Meryl, because Meryl is not the greatest gameplay-wise for us. Yeah, especially, like, because it's, like, taking her means I end up having a 3-mage party, and she's just, I don't know, she's not built super well. Yeah, I don't think I built her super well this playthrough, but just in general, I've never really cared much for her gameplay-wise, for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like most of the playthroughs, I usually don't build her, like, offensively, because it just doesn't work super well. I usually end up, like, building her as kind of like a healer slash support like Anders, but obviously she's inferior to Anders in that regard, so it just doesn't really work out. I still don't know why this has the, like, exclamation mark here, but there's nothing here, so hopefully nothing is, like, bugged badly or anything. But yeah, our inventory is pretty stacked up, so that's one of the things we're gonna be dealing with here today. But first of all, I think let's go give that gift to Meryl real fast. And I guess let's just throw together a party that'll work for going for these tough Revenant fights for the scroll thing. So Aveline is just kind of the ideal tank. Like, she's just a beast. Even though, like, Fenris technically is supposed to be kind of better naturally with magic resist, like, I think Aveline just, like, works so well as a tank right now. Anders, obviously, as always, for our healer. And the question is, who for our rogue? I mean, obviously, I love having Isabella around because she's the love interest this playthrough, and, you know, she's just, I like her as a character and everything, but I don't think she's actually optimal, especially going against the Revenants, because I think ranged attacks work better for the Revenants because, you know, they mostly do melee damage, so being able to keep away from them is usually better, especially for squishier characters. So yeah, I feel like Isabella's kind of out in that regard, so definitely would go for ranged. In that regard, I generally prefer Varric over Sebastian. I don't know if Sebastian's actually bad gameplay-wise, I just don't really pay much attention to how he fares compared to Varric, to be honest, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, let's just go hop over to Meryl's real quick, and we'll give her this gift. No one has any level ups right now. Okay, so that's fine. Hey, Meryl. I know your whole clan's dead, but here's a ring to hopefully make you feel a little bit better.
Is this for me? It's beautiful. Do you know what it is?
No, I'm not so sure.
Well, I thought so right up until you asked me that. It's Sylvanwood. Rare as diamonds. You only find it in very old, very wild places. The carvings tell a story of the betrayal. The Dread Wolf tricking all the gods away from the world.
Dreadwolf. We are soon be meeting the Dreadwolf as we jump into Inquisition, though we won't know it's him for quite a while. But, why don't you go ahead and tell me the story?
Start at the beginning.
Be a nice setup.
What happened to the gods? Long ago, there were two clans of gods. The Creators looked after the people. The Forgotten Ones preyed upon us. And one god who was neither. Fan Harel, the Dread Wolf. He was kin to the Creators, and in the old days often helped them in their endless war against the Forgotten Ones.
But that changed?
I assume he got tired of helping. That he did. Fan Harel was clever. He could walk among both clans of gods without fear, and both believed he was one of them. He went to each side and told them the other had forged a terrible weapon, a blade that would end the war. He told the Creators it was forged in the heavens, and the Forgotten Ones that it was hidden in the abyss. And when the gods went seeking it, he sealed them both in their realms forever. Now he alone is left in the world.
And as we know, that's actually kind of about the putting up the veil and everything, and there's kind of half-truths in it all, right? But yeah, so... not exactly romantic then.
Betrayal sounds bad. Next time, I'll go with flowers. It's not bad, exactly. This was made for a keeper, you see. Guarding a clan from the Dread Wolf is a keeper's place. It's a very sweet memento, thank you.
Well, glad you like it, Meryl. I mean, technically, you are kind of keeper of your clan now, if there were any members of your clan left, I suppose. Oh, I was gonna look there, see, because I'm assuming she put that ring on, and I don't know if I actually want that on her, but... Oh, no. I don't think I can do anything with that. We'll check on that later, because we've got to go through everyone's equipment before we go into Legacy. And one thing I gotta make sure I try and remember is we're gonna be taking Carver into Legacy as our warrior, because you can take the sibling in, and it's generally kind of interesting. Especially because, you know, it's like the only chance to actually have Carver in the group again for a while before we end the game, so... Yeah. Kind of want to bring him along. It'll be interesting, even though he's a little annoying, but, you know, kind of adds some spice to things, right? Spice things up a little bit. But I gotta make sure, because I'm not entirely sure what gear he comes in, if it's gonna be, like, actually decent or not, but I'm probably gonna want to make sure I save some decent, like, two-handed warrior type stuff to bring in, and, like, some decent accessories and stuff. So, just because none of my current companions can use it doesn't mean I necessarily want to get rid of it. Anyways, they got done. Let's just save real fast, and then I guess let's go back to Sundermount, such as it is now, and see about taking out those other revenants here. Though I think I'm missing some of the scrolls, so I don't know that I can finish all of this stuff here. Unless I maybe, like, figure out where the other ones are and maybe, like, look it up if need be, I don't know. I don't know if I actually care that much. It's kind of like some of the side quests that we just kind of didn't quite finish at the end of Act 2. I was just kind of like, you know, it's not really that important. I mean, this is my 4th time going through this game, so it's not like it's really that big a deal if I miss a couple things here and there, especially if it's not really relevant to the roleplay really at all. It doesn't really change playthrough to playthrough, but I still like doing the things. Man, it's kind of eerie coming in here, though, and it's all, like, just empty now. Kind of sad. But okay, let's go, now that I've got the A-team here, let's go see if we can take out some more of these Revenant dudes. Nothing else seemingly maybe a good source of XP here. And, like, can't remember if they might have dropped some decent loot, too. Don't fully remember. Oh, it just automatically goes into it here, huh? Is this the spot? I think this is the spot, right? Hidden lair? Yeah, so I guess we didn't have to interact with anything, it just kind of happened here, okay. Or I guess I thought it was a Revenant, it's an Arcane Horde this time. I think it might have been a Revenant before, though. I don't know. Let's just summon Inferno to help, because I can already tell this is gonna be a pain in the ass fight. Oh, yep. Everyone but Aveline run. Aveline can take it because she's a boss. Oh, shit. Ugh. Help me, I can't move. At least I don't have blood magic on now, which helps. Let me horror your ass. Quick. And yeah, let's get this then. Alrighty. And why do I have such little... Oh my gosh, Eric's fucking dead. But I feel like I have such little health. What? Don't I usually have more health than this? Is it just because I don't have my blood magic activated? I don't know, it feels weird. Like I usually have a bigger health pool. I could be misremembering. Anyways, heal myself up real quick. Oh shit. I didn't even see that pop up. Oh my gosh, I really need to replenish all the potions too. I'm planning to do that before we go into Legacy, honestly, but maybe even before then I needed to get more potions going on, because jeez. Barrick, you drink. Like, we're like out of health potions, it seems like, maybe. Oh shit. How do I get rid of all of you? Where? Anders, what the hell is going on with you? Oh shit, I'm literally out of health potions. I just haven't been making any. I guess we just haven't been looting many recently either. That's what I kind of relied on more for a while, but now it's not really a thing. Well, Anders is dead. So we might just be restarting here. Yeah, this does not really look good right now. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and reload rather than waste our time on this. It's not a very good... There, oh. Shit, did I not? I thought I saved right before we went into that, did I not? Oh no, I guess I didn't because I got surprised. Yeah, I didn't realize that we were walking right into it at that moment. For some reason, I guess I was thinking maybe we'd have to activate something first, like, but that's like Origins where you had to do that, and I guess this one you just automatically get sent into the fight, which is a little, definitely a little more abrupt. Also a little weirder because it's like, we went through these areas before, you know, before finding the scrolls and didn't have anything pop up, so it doesn't really make sense for it to automatically pop up, but it is what it is. Alright, let's get in here. Let me save. So we don't have to go through all this again. Actually do kind of want to maybe go ahead and activate blood magic. Is this? Oh, is this not the spot? Oh no, it's up here, okay. Hold on, let me save right here. Actually, yeah, I might have to go back and make some health potions to help us get through this, but I'm gonna try elsewise here. I suppose. Let me horror your ass right away if I can. Let's bring Inferno in to help, maybe. And we kind of don't want to be grouped together, guys. So, Barrick, why don't you move over a little bit? Just so when he does his thing, he can't be getting all of us in it. Yeah, see? Because he's going to do that shit. And we don't want him getting all of us at once. Okay, and then... So far going a little bit better. It's Hemorrhage. shit, Anders was over there. Oh, I forgot that he does that. The Arcane Horrors do that on themselves like that. Well, I don't know. Let's persevere for a second here, but without our healer, I don't know if there's really much chance of us getting through this. I mean, I can try to do some healing here, but... Okay, I need some help, though. That was not really enough. Okay, can we do this?
Go down!
Okay, let's split up a little bit. Horror is definitely gonna help us here a lot. I need to take some help from Aveline, though. Fortunately. Okay. We might have this. Actually, you know, instead of fire, let me use hemorrhage. There we go. Okay. That was... Yeah, at least, like, this time, at least it was just the one Arcane Horror versus when we had to fight those, like, 2 Revenant things at once. That was a bit much. This is definitely a bit easier, and just Aveline just being there is just immense help. Not having to babysit Meryl either, and her lack of healing. Oh, okay. Well, we got ourselves a little bit of loot, please. Oh, here's a... Interesting. A nice two-hander. Maybe we'll save that for, Carver, if Fenris doesn't really care for it. We'll have to see. Okay, let me save that out, and then I think one of the scrolls I know we found on the Wounded Coast, and I didn't know if it was, like, gonna pop up as a quest marker on the map, but it turns out they don't. They just pop up as, like, an X, so... I know that we need to go to that. Search for the last scroll in Hidden Lair to reveal an ancient evil. So I wonder if we go... I don't know if, like, finding this will... Doing this one will get us that last scroll, or if we need to find it somewhere else. But I guess we'll go check that out. And, you know, let me make some health potions here already. We're gonna have to do a stock up before going into Legacy as well, but... Like, right before going to Legacy, but... I'll just maybe make a few right now just to help get us by. It's interesting that I feel like for a long time I haven't really needed to craft them so much. I mean, partly maybe because the ones we made going into Mark of the Assassin kind of helped us get through for a while, but I feel like we used to be looting them a lot more, and now they're not really dropping as often. Maybe because they just assume you're going to be crafting them more, so they just drop other stuff. Like I mean, we don't even have that many mana potions, though, that we can't make. Which I still find kind of interesting that we can't make the mana potions in this game. At least so far we haven't been able to. Maybe I missed the recipes somewhere, I'm not sure. Anyways, back to the home real quick to heal up Anders without having to use a kit, and like I said, we'll order those potions. And then it will be on to the Wounded Coast, I guess, to see about that one scroll thing. Okay, it's just that stupid icon there's annoying me so much.
No attacks, no disasters, no out of control enchantments. It's a good day.
Oh, that's good to hear. Anyways, let me order potions. This is kind of good if, like, someone falls, because nobody can use that when they bring them back, but I like this one more so in general. Let me just order, like, a handful of each of these, just to have in hand for right now. Fortunately, my money is not that much, but I guess once I go through everything and sell a lot of shit, we'll be in a better position, but for now, just gotta kind of deal with things. Okay. Wait, what else? What did I receive? Hold on. Oh, shit. I'll take a look in just a second. Was that just the thing for Bloom? I thought I saw something else pop up, maybe. I might be seeing things, though. Oh no, it's just, okay. It's kind of weird because you have like the weapon icon for like everything you get. And yeah, it just made me think that we had like a new weapon from completing the scroll quest or something that I didn't notice, but no. I'm just a little bit crazy. Is this? Yeah, that's the hidden layer. Okay. See, it's just weird. Why don't they do like a quest marker for it, considering it's a quest in your book? I don't know why they do it like with just the X. It's a lot easier to overlook. Seems kind of weird. Like if they want it to be more of like a, you know, obscure thing, it's like then you wouldn't put it in the journal to begin with, right? And like some stuff in Origins like that, you know, isn't like fully in the journal. Or even if it's in the journal, you don't have like any kind of markers for it necessarily. So yeah, I don't know why they do it as they do in this game. But alright, how close are we? Let me just save before we get there, because it might be a reload fest here. We will see. I don't know. So far, hardest fight of this playthrough has definitely been still that, one in Mark of the Assassin, with the bar horror thing. Though Peripheus might give that one a run for its money, from my memory, so we shall see. Just a bunch of corpses. Where's the horror? Now this is the, like, first scroll, so this one might not be as bad. Actually, yeah, now that I think about it. This was the first scroll. I wonder if the one we just did was, like, the second scroll, maybe? And then the third scroll might have been the two, or, like, in which case that would be, like, kind of an increase in difficulty over it, which would make sense. These are corpses. I don't know if these... I can use hemorrhage on these guys, because they technically maybe don't have blood, so... They're kind of just skeletons. But I'm not entirely sure how that logic works here. I guess I can try. Does it do anything? It seems like it might have been doing something. It's hard to tell because there's so many AoEs going around.
Mana.
Yeah, maybe this is just an easier fight. Of course, that means the final fight of this thing will definitely be very, very difficult then. If it's gonna be worse than that one with the two Revenant dudes. We did, I think it was last video, right? Of course, part of the reason that fight was so difficult was because we had, like, a team with Meryl in it, and that couldn't really heal properly. It was not an ideal team, to be fair. Another wave coming in. Yeah, because you'd think there'd be like a necromancer of some kind behind all this. So far, no dice. Ooh, that walking bomb was beautiful there at the end. I haven't like made much use of that, to be honest, but that was a beautiful one there. Wave 4, okay. Interesting. Is there like a necromancer that I'm not seeing that we need to kill to end the waves or something? I wonder. I'm not sure if this will do anything, but let's give it a shot. Oh shit, there's the Arcane Horror, dude. I didn't even notice him until suddenly I saw the bars go down over here. Oh shit, it's just me and Aveline left. That was abrupt. But yeah, I figured there had to be someone summoning all this shit. Where's the fucker? Well, I don't know, do what I can here. It might be possible for Hawk and Aveline to do this by themselves if it's just mainly just this guy. Oh! I might have spoken too fucking soon. Yep. Oh, gosh. Drink something quickly. Oh, no, that's right, you can't. Forgot. Shit. Shit. Okay, take from Aveline and then we can heal her up. Gosh, purple shit's nasty though. Inferno, you can come help. And you can drink. I mean, I have the Mythal's favors here. I could use that. You know what, that's actually probably a good idea. You guys need to split up, though. Varric, run this way. So we don't all die from one purple thingy. Hopefully. Varric, drink up. You cannot drink up. You can heal, though. Let's see. Come back, you fucker. You don't have anyone else left. It's just you, us, and shit, Varric, live. Get the hell out of there and live. Go back this way. At least this doesn't last very long. Oh shit, Varric, you're too fucking close. Get back this way now. Oh my goodness. Oh, now it's too late for Varric. Okay. Oh, let me separate myself from Anders a little bit. Run to this side. Okay, Aveline, live, please. Take a drink. The fact that this guy was able to tear down Aveline's health that badly is pretty impressive, to be honest. But hopefully it will not be enough to defeat us. I love how he keeps disappearing and then he just has to come right back. Ooh, fire's doing some good damage here. There we go. Alright, good job, team. Let's see. Oh, okay, so that was all I had to do. So search direction for a hidden magical entrance. Okay, so I didn't miss a scroll. Excellent. Girdle of the Elders. Interesting. Who wants that? Anyone? Do you have already something better? Probably. Yeah, something way better. I think everyone here probably has better stuff. I mean, mine isn't amazing, but yeah. Not bad, though. Okay. Alright then, I guess... find our way out of here. Go heal back everyone back up. And then to Darktown. Alright. Everyone's feeling a little better now. Maybe had a nice drink and relaxed for a second, but now we are heading back out into a difficult fight in Darktown. Which is where? There? Okay. Isn't that? Yeah, it's like right by Ender's clinic. Huh. Do you not sense that that was there this whole time, Anders? This hidden lair? I mean, isn't that like right around where we went to get our like house too? Yeah, this is like the entrance where we go to get up into our estate and steal the will in Act 1. It's interesting. Alright. Well, now this is a whole area we're gonna have to fight through, presumably. Or maybe just one massive, difficult fight in here. Oh! That's a pride demon, isn't it?
The seals are gone. Foolish wards held by pretenders. Aspects. The true source is missing. The power unheld. But I command a peace.
Here we go again.
Summoned a horror. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I do that?
Horrors are pieces, slivers of greater crimes. I am pride with reason. I enslave the whims and weirds, the dreams from the other side of the veil. Face me. Face everything.
Okay. Now I really wish I'd made a save right before that, because I have a feeling we're gonna die and have to go through that cutscene again. Oh, hybris? But like, it's basically hubris, but you changed the letter. How cute. Okay. Everyone on is a beast then, I guess. Oop. Out of... actually no, individually. Aveline, move to this side. You go over here, and Anders can go just a little way up. There we go. Alright, thank you for telegraphing your attack so well. Can I horror you? Yes, okay. Cool. And here's a little shade. How cute. Particularly cute. Let's see. Something like this, maybe? Oh, shit. Not greatest one-on-one here. Oh, jeez. Get off of me! Oh, that didn't do very much for me. Horror your ass. And, yeah. Are you doing that thing again, or what? Sure, I think he's just summoning demons right now. Virtually everyone's... It feels like everything is so scattered right now. I need to kill more things so I can use my grave rubber properly, man. Oh, shit, I didn't mean to de-summon Inferno, whoops. I thought he had died and I needed to resummon him, but I was wrong. Sorry, Inferno. Okay, that might be a good time for a hemorrhaging. Let's keep up on these ads here. Preferably. Okay, grave rob a little bit. Okay, Inferno, sorry about earlier. Come back, boy. You You do a good job. You're a very good boy. Let's do this. Thankfully, Avalina's holding his aggro pretty nicely right now, and we're keeping up on these ads fairly alright as well. Let me target this thing, please. It's kind of a waste of my horror. Kind of regret that, oh well. Okay, why don't you heal up there? Oh, that was a waste. A waste. Okay, let's do a little hemorrhaging over here, maybe? Varric, why the hell are you getting right in the middle of all of the issues? You have a death wish, Varric? Get the hell back. Okay. Okay. Come on, Shade. Let's get rid of you. Oh. Oh. What was that? Not just the rage demon? Horror, please. And get the hell away from me. That did like nothing, okay. Here, Aveline, I'll take from you, and then I'll heal you up again. How about that? And then I'll get this fucker right here. Okay, can I get this whole group, maybe? Oh, shit. Oh shit, okay, I gotta drop the blood magic and drink. Does that hurt? What? Fortunately, we can't just let the ads alone and focus on the boss, or we're gonna get overrun here. Okay, ooh. Oop, heal, please. Ooh, Varric's having a time of it over there, isn't he? Take a drink. There we go. Oh shit, Anders. What? Why? Once again, why? Why are you right up there? Get the hell away. Why are you right up in the demon's stuff when you don't need to be? You're a ranged attacker. Come on. You know better than that. Okay, almost there. Shit, Anders, what the freaking hell? No, it's stupid rage demon focusing you. Well, we're almost done with him. Shit. I can almost horror this. Oh shit. Anders did down. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize all the ads just despawned as soon as we killed Pride Demon, so I should have just focused him down maybe a little bit more. Oh well. Oh, actually, no, did they not? Oh. Never mind, they didn't. Despawn? That was weird. Okay. Well, don't worry, Anders, we got it covered. It's just a couple shades. Nothing to die here. Oh my god. Oh, actually, this guy's still alive too. He was just hiding. It was very sneaky of you. Okay. There we go. Okay, Anders, you can get up now, I think. Yeah, I think we're good. Very nice. We got some injury kits for you, Anders. So, I guess I might just be able to go back home, to be honest, again, and save the kit. Ooh, what is this? What if I return to enslave normal enemies? That's kind of interesting. That's a really low chance, though. I don't feel like that's really worthwhile. Kind of an interesting idea, though. Like a, I guess, blood magic enchanted sword or something. But, I think Aveline, I'm pretty sure Aveline has, like, a scaling sword that's just gonna be way better than that anyway. Yeah, so. Probably just something for us to sell. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it was just one big fight. Yeah, I was thinking maybe we'd have to go through a whole gauntlet here, but nope. One big fight. And then that should be the end of that, so. Okay. Shut. In that case, so we're done, I believe, with all of the side quests. The marked side quests that we can do right now. And then, so the next thing I wanted to do was just to go through and, see if there's any more thugs at night for us to kill, and, like, any more bases to find. I can't remember which all ones we found and completed so far in this act, so we're just gonna kind of do some poking our noses around the areas at night here real quick, I suppose. I don't know if Darktown, like, as far as I'm aware, I don't think Darktown, has, like, anything like that, because it's, you can't, like, technically go there at night. It's, like, the same night or day compared to other places, but I don't know. I'm just gonna use an injury kit, because he did give us quite a few there. And he only died the one time, so it works out. But yeah, I don't know, because I remember we wandered, like, through here before. I mean, there was, like, a whole bunch of, people that wanted to kill us for a while there, but I think we're kind of okay. At least as far as I know, there's nothing different about night and day. So I guess we could try, like, switching to night and coming back here and seeing if that makes a difference. It seemed like we were, like, getting attacked a lot more when that happened, but it wasn't, to be fair though, it wasn't, like, groups, though. It wasn't, like, a particular group. It was just various peeps that were wanting to kill us, and not really, like, one group that we could find the base of, so. Yeah, I don't think there's any difference to that. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, like, reload the area or anything, so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did Hightown, right? Yeah, I think we did the Hightown game. And I don't remember which all other ones we did. I think we did the Hightown and the docks, maybe, but or was it Loaded Town? I know, I think we've done, like, a couple of them, but one of them I don't think we've done necessarily yet. But I'm pretty sure we did this one. I'm just gonna walk around a little bit here, and if I don't find any enemies, then we will just move on. Oh, yeah, here's a Blood Ranger, but I'm pretty sure we did, yeah, I remember we did the Blood Ranger base, so there might just be some lingering Blood Rangers, but I don't think there's a whole lot more, because we already did their base. A whole bunch of them over here. Alright, time for some hemorrhaging, I think. That sounds like quite a nice idea here. Oh, shit, Anders, what the hell? Oh, geez, they're coming from up here. Okay. Why don't you give yourself a group heal real quick?
Can't keep this up.
Destructive forces of nature coming up!
Mana.
Okay, but yeah, I remember doing these guys' base, so there might be a few lingering enemies around, but I don't think we really need to bother trying to find more. So, okay. Let us move on then. So it's nice to get a little more loot and XP from these guys, though, I suppose. Okay, back home. Or not back home, back to the map, rather. So then, I can't remember if it was Lowtown or the docks that I had done. I think it might have been Lowtown, but I'm not sure. I don't know, let's go to the docks real fast at night here and see what's going on. Can't remember if we've gone through the, like, little tunnel area in here at night again or not. Yeah, this disused passage. We'll maybe go in there in a little bit. Let's just wander around here for a second. See if we meet any resistance. None so far. So we might have already done this place. It's pretty quiet and peaceful right now. Well, maybe everything is down in the disused passage, though. Could be the case. Yeah, I guess we'll just head down there and see if there's anyone to fight. And I think there's also a vendor in here, right? So I can maybe double check his stuff before I head off.
Sick as sin, but I outlived the Viscount.
Yeah, you sure did, buddy. But I mean, the ad count was pretty old already anyway, to be honest, and I imagine he had a pretty distinguished career. I mean, kind of ended in a poor way, but I'm sure it'll be remembered for some decent stuff. Anyways, hey, let me sell my junk, and then see, did you have anything worth buying? Probably not, not really, because Isabel already has better stuff, I think. Yeah, I don't think we cared about that. And this like thing is ridiculously expensive. It doesn't even seem necessarily that terribly great. Even if I wanted it. Yeah, okay. So we're pretty good. Yeah, you don't really have anything worthwhile. I'm still kind of wondering if I should go back to the Wounded Coast vendor and get some more of the blood magic increasing stuff or not. Now that I'm starting to get more spells to cast, but I don't know, I still feel like I've been kind of okay in terms of casting my spells in blood magic mode. And I don't know that I'm gonna get enough points to really add a whole lot more spells to my repertoire here, so don't really know. Anyways, there's nothing going on here. Have I already gone through here this act? I may have and just kind of forgotten I did it, to be honest. It's entirely possible. Yeah, so far the docks seem pretty well cleared out of enemies, so okay, we probably are alright.
Hate this place and them that sent me in.
Okay, if there's no one up here, then I'd say we're pretty much good. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's just go check Lowtown here then. And then if there's no one there, then we'll pretty much just be good on that account. Or, you know, if there are people, we'll clear them out and then we'll be good on that account. One way or another. Just really nice and calm and peaceful. I guess we really clean these streets up back here. To Lewtown. And does the Black Emporium get any different stock between Xi there? I wonder. Maybe I'll go check there briefly, because I don't think I've checked there in a while. Don't know if any of their stock changes over time, maybe as you level or something. Or maybe there's something that's of greater interest to me now than before, and I guess we can just check. Just to be sure, I suppose. Yeah. I don't know if I've done here. I feel like I've defeated a fair few thugs here, possibly this act, but I don't know that I cleared out their base or not, so we shall see. Yep, here's some ones. Okay then, I don't know why you decided to say that at this moment, but yeah, followers of Xi. I think we've defeated a fair few of these guys, but I don't remember doing their base specifically, so might be yet to get into that here. Sneaking around behind us? They sure are, Anders. That actually is correct. I think I need to get Anders, like, maybe give him some more constitution, or maybe just get him an upgrade to the rock arm, or even just get him arcane shield, because I think that's technically generally better than the rock armor, maybe. The main reason I went for the problem was he just doesn't have enough mana, yeah, to go for the shield, because he uses too much with his other modes, I think. His rock armor uses less mana. So yeah. Nope, I think we're all good. Thank you, Anders. Still don't have a base for this one. Assuming we didn't already clear it out, but I don't remember doing so, so I don't think we have. But okay. There's another Qunari sword, actually. I guess we can go get a little bit of money for that. I gotta go check the vendors over there anyways, and swap around weapons and whatnot. Oh, that's a weird lag right there. Hopefully that is just a one-off. Oh, jeez. I don't know what's going on with the sudden lag. Okay, hemorrhage time. Oh, jeez, it's just like... I'm just like... halting for a second, it's weird. Well, Firestorm's almost off cooldown. So we got a big group going on here. Okay, good job, everyone. Let's see. No base location still, seems like. Okay then. Moving onward. Some more enemies. Pretty curious to see who this she is, because I do not remember. So hopefully we'll get that base location here. So we can go take she down. No escaping for you. Stupid assassin. Quite a few, I think, Vedic. But I'm not keeping track. They are not quite worth that much attention from me, to be quite honest. Still no base invitation, huh? Maybe I haven't fought as many of these in the past as I thought I had already. Or there's just quite a few more of them than I would have expected. I guess probably some of both. Oh. I think you guys at least clean up poor woman's body, man. Instead of leaving her there for the rats to chew on. I mean, come on. I know it's slums, but you'd have at least a little common decency. Of course, when you have something like this for a tavern, I don't think I've ever really paid much attention to the sign before. It's pretty interesting. Okay. Well, where are the rest of you? I would very much like to find out where your base is located. I mean, I'm assuming I haven't already gone there. I don't remember ever going there. And I feel like we fought a fair number of them. And it just seems like too many for us to have already taken out their base. Ooh, my hand keeps wanting to fall asleep. It's like when I put my arm at a certain angle. For some reason it gets my, like, restricts the blood flow to my hand. It's really annoying. It's like when I've got my elbow propped up on the table. It's like if I have it in just a certain way, it does not go well. Come on, and wake back up. We have some more followers of she to kill, presumably. Somewhere here. Somewhere. Am I crazy? Did we already finish off their base, or is it just not... Is it just not progressing? Because, like... No. Because sometimes I know you, like... There you have to leave the area and come back again to get more to spawn, or just... Maybe you have to progress the main quest, but I mean, at this point, the main quest is basically, like, right on the end of things, so I don't think there'd be an opportunity to come back and clean this up after the fact, so... Should be able to get it done now. I wonder if I should leave and come back and see if that does the trick. I don't find anyone here. Another lap, I guess we'll try that. know if I'm just like consistently overlooking an area or what here. Oh, maybe down this way? I don't know, let's leave and come back, I guess. Let me just pop over here. And then we'll just leave again. See if maybe that spawns in some more of the enemies. Yeah, it did. Okay, so, yeah, so I guess maybe you do have to leave and come back to get them to spawn sometimes. Interesting. It's kind of a weird way they did that. But I guess these aren't, like, really huge areas, so it'd be kind of hard to have all of them available every time, I guess. Especially when you're doing quests. It'd be kind of annoying to have, like, so many enemies everywhere that you can't, like, get anywhere without fighting a whole bunch of things, I suppose. Wither away as your blood leaks out. You are ants before Pyrex, the champion of chaos. But ants wandering around. There she is it. I'm just kidding. Let's see. No base location? Still? Come on. I'm ready to finish this. Ready to clear these guys out. I guess I just didn't go to Lowtown at night much so far during this act. So we didn't really get a whole lot of done. I guess did that barrel likes to spawn this time too? Those respawn also in between visits. Brave Rob! Up here, please. Okay. Good job, everyone. Some nice looty loots for our trip. Still no base location. Huh. Well, I guess that means there's more to kill. So we shall move on. This way, maybe? No, no one here. Maybe down this way. Probably down toward, like, the alienage or something, maybe. Yep, here we go. Oh gosh, it's like that weird lag keeps happening. Irritating. Oh shit. Live. Okay. Got a little more than aggro than I bargained for right there. Let's see. Walking Bomb. I remember to actually use that spell again. Actually, because it is actually pretty effective. Oh shit. I am in trouble. Yeah, I kind of charged forward and got more aggro than I really probably should have here. Oh shit. Anders. Shit. Okay, everyone on this assassin bastard for now, I think. Horyu. Jeez. Health is just non-existent right now. You can almost heal me though, so hopefully I'll be alright. Thank you, Anders. Come on. There we go. That was some miss with that fireball. Jeez. Okay. There we go. Kind of want. Directions to the followers of She Base. She wills and we follow. That is all that must be known. Protect the lair from the others of Blowtown. Follower of She. Okay, and who is this She? I'm very eager to find out. No, we're probably not really gonna learn much. We're just gonna see her and kill her. That's pretty much how these psychos go. Alrighty, let's see. Which way to the base? Here we go. Carpet Alley. How inviting. Well, time to clean things up. Oh. Well, I guess that makes sense. She would be a desire demon named Hanker? That's a weird name. But okay. Everyone on Hanker while we can, I guess. You're on top of it, actually. Good. Oh, nope. Nope, I'm good. I'm for a little blood magic again. And, oh, shit, you guys separated a little bit. That's kind of annoying. I was going to hemorrhage. Oh. Well, I guess I will.
Face me. I stand for...
Of course, you can't run away from me. I'm gonna grave rob real fast, and... Ooh. Lots of enemies. Can't take the heat. Just take it out of Hadrix's kitchen. Let's see. Evelyn, I need a little blood, thanks.
Let's finish this. Now you fall.
Anders, are you just standing over there being useless? Come on, man. Oh well. We got through it well enough anyway. Good job everyone who actually participated and helped through the whole battle. Not looking at anyone in particular. That's actually a pretty nice dagger, yeah, but I don't know. don't know, we might have to check that against what Isabella has. I mean, we're gonna go through all the equipment anyway before we continue on. That's the plan. And in fact, now that we finished this, I guess that's basically all that's left. One of the things that's left to do are our final preparations here before Legacy. Just checking around for any extra loot real fast. This is a bit of a larger area. I think we got... Oh, no. Here's something. A little bit of gold helps right now, considering we are gonna have to make a lot of potions here. Especially because I don't know how often we'll be able to, like, make anything or buy anything in Legacy. I don't remember how exactly that works there. Okay, so next, now that that's done, I guess we can focus in on dealing with our inventory, get everyone's equipment set up. And while I'm doing that, I also would like to start running through the banter a bit, because I kind of forgot to do it at the end of Act 2, like I did at the end of Act 1 there, but I would like to do it now, because obviously when we come back from Legacy, we'll still have a bit of Act 3, but like we're basically already going to be heading into Endgame, so I think this is a good time to go ahead and do that while we're already doing lots of little preparation stuff anyway. So, Hightown first of all. Like I mentioned, I gotta remember to keep some stuff for Carver here. But yeah, we're gonna go through and just on equipment. I don't think I have anything in storage. I'm pretty sure I got everything out of storage this act that I had in there, or is it this Hydrolysis act? Whatever it was. But yeah, we're just gonna go through and look at stuff, and then anything we don't need, that Carver, we know Carver won't be using, we can go ahead and sell. So, I guess first of all, probably the best way to do that would just be, now that I think about it actually, first we don't have a party change thing here. Yeah, I think the best way to do that is actually just going to be to take all of us in a class together. So we can just clear everything out cleanly at once in that regard. So I don't know if there's any equipment we really want to possibly buy. I might look and see if there's anything good to buy to bring for Carver, maybe.
You've had luck on your travels? Nothing new?
But otherwise, it's just a matter of if I decide to go buy somewhere that blood stuff or not, I think. Oh, actually, I do have a few things in here. That's right, I forgot about that. You know what? Let me get all of that then. Because at this point in the game, you know, we pretty much no use holding on to stuff if we're not going to be more actively using it. And some of that might be useful for Carver, possibly. Okay, so I think first of all, let's just take this in. We want to get some banter, so take some tips I don't usually take together. Namely, I think might be a good idea. Yeah, we'll just pop out into Hightown here, I suppose. Oh, because we also need to turn this into.
What does your country do? I mean, you keep saying how great it is. Anders and Isabella tell me to stay away from it, but what does it do? Among the Dalish, the Keepers teach the children, preserve our history, perform magic. The priestesses here just sing.
The Chantry does many charitable works. It cares for widows and orphans.
Who in the Dalish would just be part of the clan, like everyone else? I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's just kind of a bit weird. Like, I mean, they do some things, but yeah, I don't know, the churches in general are kind of a weird concept when you think about, like, dedicating your whole life to studying. I mean, I guess in a way it's like, you know, someone who dedicates their whole life to, like, science, you know, or any other kind of study in a way, but it's just kind of, you know, it's kind of weird. Yeah, think about, like, what did they spend all their time doing, all their resources on and everything. Of course, there's always lots of corruption, so that doesn't help. Nice. Tarbis.
Have you located any Qunari blades?
Here's what else I found.
If you find more, bring them to me.
But I'm not spending my hard-earned coin on it. So yeah, I mean, maybe you'd give a bigger order in the end, that would make it worth it overall, but I'm not risking that right now. Okay. Anyways, that was a little bit of... let us go to a merchant here then, and we can get some stuff cleared away. Okay, so... First of all, staves. Any staves that I want to swap out on anyone. So the one I have here is nice because it improves with level up. This one's actually kind of cool too, though, because it does, yeah, another one of those fire damage, and then that's interesting. It gives like a flat amount and a percent amount. But the one I have also increases spear damage, which I do use a lot now. So yeah. I don't really improve with level up, so I probably wouldn't really make use of it. This is kind of a nice one too, but yeah, I feel like just the fact that this improves with level up makes it pretty desirable. I mean, I think, was one of the things that I could get from that guy in the Wounded Coast, I think that might have been like a staff that was interesting, I can't remember, but yeah. I mean, yeah, some of these are kind of nice, but at the end of the day, I think the one I have is just pretty good. So I probably will stick with it. But what about for you guys? Yeah, you have an improved with level up one, yeah. Plus 3 to all attributes. Crit chance, mana stamina to regenerate, damage versus demon undead. I mean, yeah, that's just pretty nice, to be honest. I just don't think anything can really compete with that. Yeah, and then I think Anders, do you have one that increases healing? Yeah. Oh yeah, his Stafford hardly does any damage, but that plus 21% healing just is really, really impactful for him, to be honest. If I found if I found any other a better one for him with healing on it, that would be nice, but I mean, I like the fact that this has 2 rune slots. In fact, yeah, because I don't think ours have any rune slots. So that is kind of a thing. But I don't think there's... I don't know if it's really, we don't have, runes that give healing or anything like that. I don't think so. Yeah. Honestly, probably just sell all of these. Yeah, okay. I think we can just sell all these staves. And then let's click real quick. And accessories. For me and for others. Well, obviously I'm gonna keep this amulet. I mean, I feel like I'd be kind of hard-pressed to go for another amulet unless we get another one that does, blood magic, but also something else. Also, Meryl, did you put on... I assume you put on the One Ring, right? Did she put on the One Ring? The Fenrir ring? That might have been the Inner Eye ring? Not sure. She doesn't really need Bandit Stolen Shadows. Definitely could give you a better ring than that, I think. But let me just go through my stuff here first. Yeah, and I have a blood magic one. And then the one that I bought that gives lots of fire damage, which I really like. And immunity to stun, which is also really, really nice. So yeah, I probably will just keep that. We might actually use this one on Meryl, because she could use that for her blood magic stuff. So I probably would go with that, maybe. And then for Anders... Once again, we just kind of are always looking for healing stuff, so if we ever found another amulet that had better healing... But otherwise, I'm not really interested. And then ring-wise, he actually does not have, scaling rings at all, so we might have some better rings to give him. But generally, mana stamina regenerate is probably mainly what we want for him. So I don't think we have anything really... Oh, this is actually better than the Overnight Rings got on. So we can make a swap there. Oh, this one's restricted to Meryl. Do we want to use that then? This must actually be that ring then. crit chance, critical damage, and nature damage. I kind of like the blood magic. Increase more for her, I think. So probably won't use that one. Especially because it's not like it scales or anything. And then belt. Yeah, this just does healing, so nothing else is really gonna be better. I think, was this what he used? I think maybe he used this one before, I can't remember. Okay, what are you guys using belt-wise anyways? Yeah, my build is not really that great, considering I'm in blood magic mode most of the time, so I could use something a lot better. Just don't know what. I mean, healing by this character would be kind of nice, maybe, for when I do occasionally... Oh, I mean, well, because technically, you know, I wonder, actually, does healing by this character affect, like, Grave Robber and Sacrifice? I wonder if that would, you know, that might affect that. I wonder. Well, I might swap to this, actually. And then, what do you have on, Meryl? This would be better than that. So that's probably worthwhile. Okay, and then Sebastian, we actually need to level you up real fast, because we haven't used you in a little bit. Let's see. Cunning just really needs to go up on you. And then what do we want to get for you? Oh, I forget what we were working toward with you, because we got that. Oh, yeah, that's what we were working toward, like, the confusion stuff here, but we got that already. So... what is this passive again? Honestly, I think... I mean, this stuff would probably be useful. I feel like maybe just going... Like, on all my rogues, I kind of feel like I'm wanting to go for maybe... Getting to the point where I can get all the upgrades and passes and stuff for these modes. Like, so each of them can use, like, one of these modes really effectively, because what are you using right now? Speed... And actually, that's the only mode you're using is speed. Because you don't have your own sustained, I guess, that you use, unlike other people. Yeah, so this is the only sustains modes you can have. So yeah, we definitely should, I think, build up these then. In which case, yeah, I guess we'll just go for... starting to build it up, and then we can decide which one to go all in on once we get enough points into it. Okay, in which case, Sebastian, do we have anything to give to you? I think you already have a good scaling bow. Yeah, it's probably better than anything else we'd really want to give you. That is some beautiful fire damage on that bow right here, though, but they already give you a good bit of fire damage, so... Probably not really worth swapping over for any of this stuff. And actually, we don't have to worry about checking the bows against Varric, because we can't give him a different bow. Anyways, so... Let's see... Yeah, I think that longbow that he has is just gonna be ideal here. Okay, and then we just want to check... I mean, yeah, this improved the level up, so it's gonna be better than any other amulet, pretty much, that we could give to him. And then ring-wise... Oh, ring-wise, you are definitely in need of upgrades. Let's see. This would actually be pretty good on you. In place of that physical damage one, maybe. And then... I mean, that's just a straight-up upgrade there. Actually, bonus to lockpicking would be kind of nice on you, so maybe we give you this. So you kind of need it because you're lower on cunning than the other rogues. So that might be a decent idea. And then what do you have for your belt? Improves with level up, so that's probably just good to keep on you. Okay. And then we can sell off, rest of our stabs then. And yeah, and all these bows as well. I just don't need any of those, honestly. And then keep the accessories for now because we're gonna go through everything, and I'll probably keep some of the best of those for Carver anyway, but yeah.
From here to enter.
Okay. Let's go swap people out real quick. This is actually a better place to go into here from. Yeah, let's just swap. I wish I could, I wish we had like a change party right here. It would be kind of useful, but oh well. Okay, let's just check out. I guess Isabella and the Claudias. Actually, because Aveline and Fenris don't really ever get a chance to talk to each other because we've never really run them both at the same time this playthrough. So we can get some banter from them real quick. Theoretically, maybe.
Do you feel like a citizen, Fenris?
Yep.
Excuse me?
You've been in Kirkwall as long as I have. Does it feel like home?
I have no comparison, really. It feels like a free place.
Maybe that's enough.
We shall see.
Yep, we shall see. Okay. Let's see, Isabella. What shall we do with you? Probably that. You know what? Let me actually give you a little more constitution, because you are a little squishier than I would like. Anyway, actually, with you, we can get some interesting passives up here now. Extra stamina regen and transfer system targets. I also would like to go for getting this, like I mentioned, but I wonder if it'd be more worthwhile to go for this. So do we have you? We have you using one of those, right? Probably. Yeah, precision. So it would be worthwhile maybe to be able to upgrade that. Yeah, I think I want to go. I think I'm more interested in going for that, maybe. Well, actually, no, I think this is worth getting right here. Okay. I have made up my mind on that. Alright. And then let's see. Fenris. Let's see. Do you want any of these? Probably not. But, oh, actually, yours is not a scaling weapon, so you might actually want one of these. It just depends on what is worthwhile here. Could make you use the Blade of Mercy. But probably not. It's not really as enticing to me, I don't think. Extra healing to this character is kind of interesting. I don't think it's really necessary though, because our healer already has like all the stuff that increases his healing, so probably wouldn't really use this. Yeah, I guess like which of these even have like rune slots? That one has 2, so that's pretty nice. That's kind of a significant part of it too, I feel like. Yeah, I think I'd just go keep him with what he has for now, but I might save a lot of... I'll probably save a few of these to see what we want on Carver when we go into Legacy here. And then for Aveline... You already have improved with level up weapons, so probably no interest in any of this stuff, I imagine. Except this one does improve with level up, but it's kinda shittier, to be honest, so... Yeah, this one also, yeah, improves with level up, that's right. This is actually another axe. But I guess I just prefer the magic resist. Yeah, because this is more like attack-oriented. And then this one doesn't have nearly as many rune slots. So it does have a bit more base, like, defense built in, but it's more attack-oriented, which I'm not really big on, so, yeah. And then... Not really into that one either. This one improves with level up. Yeah, I like the magic resist, though. I think, in particular, so I don't think any of those are really useful to me. And then Isabella. Well, both of yours are improved with level up, so probably not really interested in any of these then. Except this one does improve with level up. But I think I prefer the stats on what you already have, which is obviously a big reason why I'm using those. And this one also improves, but we were kind of holding on to it, but... I think we're just gonna sell them at this point, because like I said, we're at the point now where we're just not, it's not really worth holding on things just in case, because we're pretty much up against the end of it anyway. So, yeah. And then accessories. A lot of you guys, I think, have pretty good stuff. We don't really wanna... So, you do have one ring that's not improved with level up, so... If we have anything more worthwhile, we could go for that, but I don't think we do. And then I like the immunity to flanking on you, so... It's generally pretty nice. Yeah, okay. What are you wearing? You're wearing a priest with level up belt, so yeah, not really interested in anything else. And you've got some pretty good rings for the most part. I don't think any of these is really better. But yeah, I kind of like the +1 to all attributes. Generally, so yeah. You don't have a scaling amulet, so... giving you more magic resist? Well, actually, no, you have magic. That's the magic resist one. Yeah, I think what you have then is probably gonna be what I want on you. Yeah, probably pretty much. And then what about you? Yeah, you've got your own amulet. Immunity to knockback is worthwhile on you because you do not have it built in. Though I think we did get him a passive to get it, but... So we might not actually need that anymore. Actually, yeah, did we get him the passive built in now? Or are we just heading toward it? I can't remember now. Is that over here? Oh, yeah. We're working toward it, but we don't actually have it yet, so it is worth keeping that on him for now, I think. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that we'd probably just keep that, and then... That's a pretty good belt, honestly, even though it's not a scaling one. Like, I don't think we have anything that I prefer. So yeah, I think we pretty much did a good job of just, like, upgrading equipment as we get it, and, yeah. Mostly what I have is just stuff that I need to offload here. Okay. Well, let's go do that.
All quiet around here, Captain.
Good. Carry on.
You won't find better.
Okay, then we can go ahead and sell any of the one-handed ones we don't want to use. As well as any of these that we're not going to be using. And then maybe just any of the lesser ones of these. This one, the thread generation is kind of nice maybe on that one. And I like the ones with the double rune slots, of course, though. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess I'll just have to enchant them before we go in case I decide to use. I guess I'd have to decide what I want to use. I don't know, it depends on what we can build into with him, I guess. Might partly should depend on what kind of gear he comes with, even. And whatnot as well. This one, I think I'm gonna get rid of. And then, yeah, maybe some of these ones down here. Just kind of keep these three as potentials for Carr. And then, we still have Varric to look at for the accessory, so I guess I'll hold off on that for now. And I do need to go through the armor for myself here real quick. Okay, so let me swap again here. We'll find a better swapping spot once I'm just going for banter here. So I need Varric, and then let's run Varric with, we don't usually run him with Meryl or like Isabella, so we'll do that.
It's not always fun and games on the sea, though. There are storms and hostile pirates. And it's trying being cooped up with men who haven't seen a woman in months. You're a woman? Exactly. And I don't usually let them touch me, so they get frustrated. I insist all of them get alone time. Helps with the crankiness. They're already lonely. Why would you insist they be alone some more?
Oh, Meryl.
Meryl. What? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Don't think about it. Maybe it'll come to you.
Oh, Meryl, you sweet summer child. It's funny how, like, you know, she, like, is involved in, like, such, like, intense stuff with blood magic and everything, and, like, has all this knowledge about all this kind of stuff, but at the same time is so naive in so many ways. Just very, very interesting, honestly. But okay, but let us just take a quick look at your accessories. You already have a good amulet, rings. Got some pretty good rings. I don't think I have anything better to give you, actually. Even though they're not, like, scaling ones or anything. And then you've got a good belt. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much just free to sell anything that we don't think we're gonna use with the carver, then. Okay. In terms of accessories, anyway. I might use that with Carver. Probably wouldn't. Not really use that. Probably not that. That one's kind of nicer, maybe. Well, we don't need nature damage on Carver. But it might be better than some of the other things we can get here. Only Meryl can wear that, so we don't need it. And then which of these is worth keeping? Probably not that one. Possibly any of these. I guess we'll just keep this stuff for right now. It's not the worst. Okay, and then it's all junk. And let me just take a look at my armor real fast. I'm not sure what the bonus for complete item set is for this. I really wish it would say the bonus was, but I don't know if there's any way to look at it like we could in Origins. Yeah, which it took me a little while, but eventually I realized you could look at that in Origins, but I don't know that there's a way to do that. Yeah, because there's not like an inspect option in here. So yeah, but I really like what I have. I mean, I don't really need the mana stamina regen rate as much, but the damage is nice, and the resistance, and whatnot. So I'm kind of meh. I guess we could just see what the bonus is if I have all the pieces. If it tells me. Let's see. Because I have the gloves, right? And the boots. Do I have all the pieces? I got hood. Is that all the pieces I need? I mean, I look kind of cool in it, but what is the actual bonus? I guess I need to take a look at my stats to see, maybe? Unfortunately, it's like hard to tell in this. I feel like it's harder to tell that kind of thing in this game compared to Origins, where I feel like it gave a bit of a better breakdown. I mean, is there also like a weapon or something I need to use? Not that I... Let me just swap this back out and see if I can see a difference. Let me see. So 41, 24, 93, 87. I think some of the statistics did change. It's really hard to say. I wish it was easier to toggle between the inventory and the stats here too. I mean, I think our attack went up. And our damage went? Well, I don't know, because it could be just because of the stats from the things. I don't know, like, what the bonus is supposed to be. But I'm not necessarily seeing, like, any major anything here that makes me, like, want to keep that. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess let's see. Robe-wise, I think I generally probably prefer what I had on, just for the damage and whatnot. So yeah, and then Hood of the Champion doesn't have as many rune slots, and also does not have the damage, which I really like that damage, because I am like more offense-oriented mage in this playthrough, so yeah, this one, actually that's kind of interesting. It has less armor, but it would give me some more fire damage, but I do like the I wonder if the magic point I get, though, might be better than the... Yeah, so I probably keep these gloves on for now, unless I find something else that's better here. And then boots. I could definitely find some better boots, maybe. This one does have extra fire damage, which is kind of nice, because I don't, like I said, I don't really use mana that much, since I'm in blood magic mode most of the time now, so... I don't know. This doesn't have a rune slot, doesn't have nearly as much defense. It does give me that fire damage, which would be kind of nice, but I guess I might go for more for the defense right now, because I kind of do need it a lot of the times. Probably more than the damage right now, so yeah, I guess that's good. So I think we're pretty good with what we have. Just not really using the whole set here. And that was that, so then we can sell all the rest of this armor. Because we can't use any of that on Carver anyway. And then we just have those for Carver, those for Carver, and then we just need to... Okay, yeah, so then we just need to make stuff and enchant anything we want to enchant. Of course, there's also the question of, do I want any of that? Okay, especially because we got a good bit of money now. Do I want any of that stuff that was in the Windy Coast? You know, let me go to the Windy Coast real quick. And just take a look at that stuff. And make up my mind. Oh, no, there's no threat. Gyrix, calm down. We're just walking out of the area. She gets a little overexcited sometimes about throwing fireballs around. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure...
Is there a story behind Bianca?
There's a story behind everything, Daisy.
So tell me.
I can't.
Why not?
There was a girl, and I made a promise. Bianca is the only story I can never tell.
You can't say that. Now I want to know even more.
That was the idea, Daisy.
Oh, Varric. Yeah, unfortunately, the merchant we want to see is, like, make sure pretty far across the map. I can't remember, was he up here or up here? I don't actually remember right now. Let's just go this way to begin with, I guess. But yeah, let's go and see if I want any of that equipment. This is the only equipment I can think of that I want to... I mean, I mentioned I was maybe going to buy some stuff for Carver, but I think what we have is probably good enough. I don't think I really... Because I really don't know what specific vendors I would want to look at for that anyway. Okay, I think... Is this the vendor? Or is this just Tal Nishoth Camp? Oh, there's the vendor. Shit, it's on the other side. It is over all the way over there. Ugh. Alright, we got a bit of a trek, guys. Because unfortunately, I'm a little indecisive and I need to go take a look, because... Make sure, especially before we head into Legacy, which will have some of the most difficult gameplay, probably, that we'll encounter this playthrough. Presumably. And then after that, we'll be at the end of the playthrough anyway, so we'll have to face final bosses and such. So we'll want to be at our best. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Legacy will be pretty fun. I remember it being a pretty interesting DLC. I think I generally like it better than Mark of the Assassin, you know, because the story I think is generally more interesting, and of course it's more relevant to the overall narrative. I actually didn't do either of the DLC for Dragon Age 2 like on my first playthrough. I think I've mentioned this before. So on my first like Inquisition playthrough, I like was like totally blindsided by Hawk like showing up and having this history with Corypheus, and I was like so confused. And then when I like did my second playthrough, Dragon Age 2, and actually played the DLC, like Legacy, like things made so much more sense after going through Legacy. So yeah, it is definitely pretty important. The overall narrative, even though, you know, technically you can skip it, but it's kinda does make things a little bit more confusing when you're like, what is Hawk doing here? Why is she so upset about Blood Magic? I mean, obviously she's upset about Blood Magic for some of the main story stuff, but yeah, and why she have this whole thing with Corypheus and everything. Oh, that's right, so he had a staff that I was kind of thinking about getting. Fortunately, it does cold damage as the base, which was like, if it only did like fire damage base or even like spirit or something, like I'd be into it, but cold damage is a hard sell. But I do like that it gets the fire damage increase. It does not have the spirit damage increase though. The main thing is that it gives that extra stuff, which is pretty nice. Problem is, though, it doesn't scale though either, so it won't continue to be good necessarily across the rest of the time. And then these gloves were nothing special, okay. And then, so was it just that stuff? I thought there was something else too. I mean, I bought that one ring from here. Actually, that's a pretty interesting belt. Kind of expensive though, but kind of interesting. Oh, so was it just the staff? Huh, for some reason I thought there was like another blood magic one. I thought there was like 2 items I was like debating from here. But I guess not. So yeah, it's just a question of this, but I just don't think it's worth it though. Because, like, the base cold damage, you know, versus fire damage, which I get the extra boosts on. But it would give me, like, an even wider pool of mana in Blood Magic mode. Which would be kind of nice. I don't know, it's only 12 gold, so, you know, I think I'll grab it. I don't know if I'll use it right away, but I'll grab it so I at least have it as an option if I decide to go for it. I think in particular if I find myself having trouble having enough, like, you know, blood to use during Blood Magic mode, if I find myself, like, getting too low on health from casting spells, then we can maybe put that on to give us a little bit more of a boost without necessarily having to increase the constitution, per se. So yeah, I mean, it's not that expensive. Yeah, if it was like 100 gold or something like that, I'd have to, or like, you know, 50 even or something, I'd have to record, but it's only 12, I guess I can just take it with me, and then we'll see whether or not I use it, but yeah. Okay then, in that case, let's go back home real quick and stock up on potions. And get everything enchanted. We'll have to order some more runes in that process as well. And then we can do some banter running and then catch up on the codex. And then we'll be ready for Legacy.
Good to see you again, Miss Eyre. No attacks, no disasters, no out of control.
Okay, so what needs to be enchanted? Bianca has a bunch more stuff, okay. And then of course, if we, whichever of these we end up using, Carver will want it enchanted. So obviously that's important. any armor stuff that I need? Yes. I have some. I need a couple of those. Well, do I have any that I can use? I do have one. Yeah, we can give that to you. Let me order some. Yes, Sandal enchantment. Let's see. Rune of defense. And I usually like to give everyone fire damage. We could do. We could order a few of these and then do some fire ones, I suppose. Okay, we can give you a rune of devastation. And then some rune of fire. And then we can do some stuff on these. Yeah, so whatever we choose, we'll have that available, and then Meryl can have some defense. Okay. And then
Something nasty in the woodshed.
what was it, Sandal?
Could I have some salamanders, please?
Don't
do it. That's where the boom comes from, I think.
Okay then. Interesting. Let's see. Let's order some potions. We're gonna want quite a few elf fruit potions. Quite a few restoration potions. What does this one do? Damage versus bargain. That actually might be kind of useful because we're gonna be like down in deep roadsy kind of stuff, I think. So a few of those might be decent. Life ward. Yes. +1 for all party members. Oh, we can actually make that. Oh, interesting. It's pretty expensive, though. I don't know. Actually know if I want that right now, because we're still leveling up ourselves, so yeah, I don't know if that's actually well right now. And then poisons and grenades. We definitely want some Mythal's favor. So we'll order a few of those. Pretty expensive though. Do we want any other stuff? Reducing enemy damage. Nature damage. So the movements. Ooh. Sounds kind of nice. Yeah, that gives them health. It is pretty expensive though. Might just use some of this. Yeah, some more of that. And then any of these that I would want. Some more fire damage sounds like a fun idea. Actually, we can't make this one. Oh! It's like a mega firebomb. We don't have the glitter dust for that. Order a few of these, maybe. And then I think we're gonna want more health potions, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna order a whole bunch more. In particular, restoration ones. I just don't want to be... and surely we'll loot some more and everything, so it'll probably be decent there. I think that should hopefully be good. Okay. Don't want to spend every last bit of money that, like I said, we're heading toward endgame, so I don't know when you mine that much, but I don't know, there might be some vendors in the DLC too? I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, so now, let's just go do some quick banter running for some fun. Best place to do that, I think, last time we did the Hangman was pretty good, so just do that. Let's see, let's get this group back together. And do some banter running. Banter gauntlet time. Yeah, because we can also switch the party here, I think, too.
Twine? When did I loan you a ball of twine?
You gave it to me when I first moved here, when I kept getting lost in Lowtown. It drove the merchants in the market completely batty, but it did help me find my way.
Keep it, Daisy.
I don't think I'll be getting lost again anytime soon.
Well, you never know. Might need to tie a package up, hang a lantern, dress a roast chicken. It's multi-purpose.
Yeah, in other words, he does not have need of that ball of twine. Meryl. He really does not have need of it. Yeah, we can sort of party here, which is nice, and we can head right out to Lowtown, and I think we get another banter here. If I'm remembering correctly from when we did this in Act 1. It's been a little while, but that's what I remember. Yes, here we go.
Why do you even like me? I must seem so dull.
What brought this on?
Your life has been so exciting. The adventures, the duels, the passionate love affairs. Compared to that, my life is a stale, dry biscuit. I wish I had your life.
No, you don't want my life.
Why?
Because you have a good heart, and you deserve better.
And if you had her life, you wouldn't be Dalish, and how well that makes you unique, Meryl. Though, I mean, your clan might prefer that, but, you know, oh well. It will.
I think that Hawke likes you, Isabella.
I certainly hope so.
Of course, it's not surprising at all that anybody would love you. But it's nice to see you both happy.
Meryl, sometimes you're so sweet I could eat you for dessert.
Okay.
You've had many lovers, haven't you?
Fewer than some think.
But you never stay with them.
No, why should I?
But the act of lovemaking is so... intimate.
I don't make love. What I do is only skin deep, kitten. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Varric, how does one get made a paragon?
The Assembly votes on it. Enough votes, and bam, you're a living god.
You should ask to be made a paragon of manliness.
Oh, I like the way you think, Ravani. But one doesn't just ask to be made a paragon.
Why not? Everyone can see you're a paragon of manliness. It's just a matter of making it official.
Does Annabelle have a bit of a thing for Varric? Never realized that. You know, because they're both like rogues, I never, you know, when you think about it, I don't really ever really take the two of them together most of the time, so I don't think I've heard many of their banters in the past. But it makes sense that the two of them would get along well, but Isabelle having a bit of a crush on Varric is not something I necessarily would have foreseen. Kinda seems like it might be the case, though. Or maybe I'm misreading it.
Why are you smiling?
No reason.
Oh, it's something dirty, isn't it? Tell me.
It isn't anything dirty. I'm just... happy.
She's in love,
that's
Meryl.
good too, but I was hoping for something dirty.
Come by the tavern later. I've got stories that will make your toes curl.
Yep, Meryl, if you want something dirty, I'm sure she can give it to you very easily, but it's just having a bit of a lovely time with Hawke. I'm hoping I'll be able to take Isabella on the Still Sea. It was kind of sad we weren't able to take her from Mark of the Assassin, but hopefully I can take her as my rogue for this one, but I don't know if,
Mug for hours. Get another drink or get out.
Be off with you. I'll do what I please.
yeah, I can't remember if we have to take Varric for this DLC, because if so, then it might be hard to take Isabella with us.
Every elf there.
Oh.
The ground cracked open and swallowed them whole.
Surprised Meryl doesn't respond to that. Well, I mean, technically it's true. I did wipe the whole clan out. Take that as you will. Are we out of dialogues with you two? Or with you three, rather? Might just be.
This ale isn't as good as it used to be.
Alright, we'll see if they don't say anything out here, then we'll move on. Sometimes they just don't do the banter, even if they have some left. But yeah, I think they're done. Okay. Makes sense. Let us switch it up then. Let's toss out Meryl and throw in Sebastian and have an old rogue crew.
Knight Commander Meredith's gone a bit mad.
After all this, the life of a pirate's going to be a bit dull, isn't it?
I know. I'll have to steal myself another Canary relic.
The scary thing is, I don't know if you're joking.
Of course I'm joking. I'm not getting involved with those people again. No. This time I'll steal the Queen of Antiva. There's no way that could go wrong.
Oh, and Kark's right there by your side, helping you do whatever crazy thing you want to do.
So he comes down.
In fact, she might be the one leading you into some trouble. In all honesty.
You've been watching me all day. It's getting a little distracting.
Meryl's right. Your armor is shiny. I can see myself in it. Look. Shit. Oh, shit. Is that a wrinkle? Is that a wrinkle between my brows?
I don't see it.
Hold still.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too. I don't usually take Sebastian real much, so I haven't heard much of his banter with anyone else either. So this will be kind of interesting.
I hear the champion of Kirkwall was killed a dozen dragons.
It's been years, and not once have you tried to get me to repent or turn to the Maker.
Preaching seldom works, Isabella. To change a person's heart, one has to lead by example.
Huh. That makes sense. I can respect that.
I grew weary of the strings of nameless lovers and the nights full of mindless pleasure. You will too.
That's the cruelest thing anyone's ever said to me. I think I'm going to cry.
Ages now than when she was a child. I think it's the lyrium in the water.
It's lyrium in the water. But no, it's actually the shit going on underneath that we're actually gonna uncover with Legacy. Kind of, I think. But yeah, I actually kind of agree with Isabella's sentiment there, not, regarding respecting his not preachy. I mean, he is kind of a little preachy at times, but, you know, to be fair, he actually isn't always that preachy. Yeah, I do think that's a good thing, though. Like, don't try to force yourself on others, just, you know, live your life, you know, with your, whatever faith you have, and you know, if someone else is, you know, looks upon you and maybe sees, you know, what you're doing and is interested, then they'll come to you. I think that's kind of the right way to go about it, yeah. If you are going to go about such a thing.
You know, if you have time, I could give you a few archery pointers.
Excuse me?
Sometimes your shots veer a little left. I thought maybe your cocking ring was off. I could take a look if you like.
You want to touch Bianca's cocking ring?
It was just a thought.
Well, that was a lot more sexual than it was probably meant to be.
Knight Commander Meredith's gone a bit mad.
I've heard rumors about Starkhaven, you know. They say you eat the dead up there and murder strangers in the street.
Why do I suspect that when you say you've heard rumors, you mean you've invented some?
6 of one, half dozen of another.
You can see why Varric and Kyrix are best friends. With, like, stirring up shit. Honestly, like, Varric, Isabella, and Kyrix are like a... just the chaotic trio altogether, aren't
You know,
they?
choir boy, I wouldn't normally say this, but the shiny white armor, it works for you.
That's uncharacteristically kind of you, Varric.
Makes you look like a lacquered pilot whale.
Ah, now that was much more in character.
Alright, then.
Knight Commander Meredith's gonna be mad.
Move
It was very
next.
brave, coming back to face the Qunari.
It was idiotic. They would have killed me.
And you returned anyway. You couldn't face the thought of so many innocents dying for something you could prevent.
Tell that to the Viscount.
It's frightening, isn't it? To realize you have the potential to be a better person.
Knight.
So, I've known you for 3 years now. I give up. You beat me. What is it? You like boys, sheep, you slept with your sister?
What are you talking about?
What are you hiding? Nobody's this bloody clean. After you leave the chantry, you get drunk at the Hangman and walk around in women's clothes.
Not that I've seen. Unfortunately.
I've been honest with you and Hawke.
Liar.
Lying is a sin.
I mean, when you go the rivalry path with him, which, where are we even at with him right now? Oh, we're slightly friendship, yeah, so he's more like in the goody-goody side of things right now still. But, yeah, when you go the rivalry path with him, you do kind of see that he is kind of just putting on an act at the end of the day to some extent, and he does really want power and to be, you know, to do the things he used to be able to do and not to go all... and I think I generally prefer Sebastian on the rivalry side versus friendship, but here we are this time.
Simpler. Like everything from...
So, I've never understood why the Chantry says if you're good, you'll be taken up to the Maker's side.
Those who die with the sins cleansed from their souls will walk beside the Maker in eternity.
That doesn't sound fun. If they really want people to be good, shouldn't they offer an afterlife with lakes of wine and a dozen naked virgins?
Anyone who wants that will be going to the Void.
Sounds like that's where all the good parties will be.
Interesting.
Knight Commander.
But yeah, when you think about it, they say, like, walking with the Maker. It's like, is it all just about walking in the afterlife? Just a long trek? So that sounds possibly kind of miserable. But I imagine there's supposed to be more to it. It's to be, like, peaceful. Are we generally out of chatter between you three? Seems like it. Okay. Party swap time. Let's see. Let us pair together the two warriors and Sebastian, because like I said, we don't really get much with him, so only kind of useful. Oops, this way. Don't know if they'll... Yeah, we might have to leave
The truth
to get anything to generate for these guys.
Are you loyal, Prince?
Guard Captain?
To Kirkwall, are you loyal? You're set on a title in Starkhaven, but we're having a crisis here.
This isn't just a Kirkwall concern. If this chaos spreads, Starkhaven will need a strong ruler to beat back the tide.
I've seen greater men than you use that excuse.
Noted and ignored, Captain.
Not wrong, though. See, people can use all kinds of things to justify power. Honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like people would respect you more if you just acknowledge that you actually do want power. I feel like it's more honest to be like, I do want power, you know?
There's a war coming. Does it feel different, fighting by choice?
You were never ordered to kill?
I was a soldier, but I was willing.
I was willing as well, but not by choice. If that makes any sense.
Does anything in this mess?
A few things, maybe, but yeah, it is kind of a mess at the end of the day. A mess of a city. A mess of a society.
It feels good to be captain of the guard, yes?
No, I will not change the patrols around your mansion again. There's already been too many questions.
You wound my pride with such accusations.
But you were going to ask.
Eventually.
I'll look at the roster and see what I can do.
Yeah, because technically he doesn't actually own it, huh? But at this point you think, like, he's been living there so long, like, he's beyond a squatter at this point. Sure.
I was speaking to Donick the other day.
Since when do you talk with my husband?
He comes to the mansion once a week. We play Diamondback.
What? Why am I not invited to these games?
He says you get angry when you lose.
I do not. All right, perhaps I do. Still, that's no reason not to tell me.
He's a good man, Aveline. I enjoy his visits.
Fine, fine. Have your man time, then.
I mean, sometimes he needs some time away from you, Aveline. You can be a bit much. And even if you weren't, you know, people need some time with others. Some independence is good. And yes, I can very well imagine you being a sore loser, Aveline, unfortunately.
Thank you for that tip, Fenris.
You caught them then?
Yes, a whole nest of slave runners working out of the Undercity.
I imagine you imprisoned them?
Sadly, they never made it to prison.
You always know how to make me smile, Aveline.
Carrick smiles at that too. She's up for killing slavers any time of day.
This ale isn't as good as it used to be.
You know, when I return to Starkhaven, you're welcome to come with me.
And do what, exactly?
You're a fine warrior. If you could train men to fight like you do, we'd be unstoppable.
I'm no leader, and I doubt humans would want me training them.
Then why not train elves? I bet there's plenty who would admire all you've accomplished.
I haven't accomplished anything.
No? You are your own man, living as you see fit. You give yourself too little credit.
You are being kind.
Not at all. Think about it.
I mean, to be fair though, Sebastian, Fenris can't really just teach other elves as he does because he's got the... I mean, the way he fights relies a lot on his, like, lyrium tattoos. Which he can't exactly give it, and even if he could, I don't think he'd want to, so, yeah. I don't think he can really teach his techniques exactly. I mean, they could learn some things from him, obviously, but it wouldn't be exactly the same as him at the end of the day. Oh, are we toward the end of this banter? This group? I guess we kind of did get to a nice pleasant point with both. Yeah, with both sets.
You look like you wish to scold me.
I just can't fathom why you're still in Kirkwall. For 6 years you've been claiming you'll retake your parents' lands. You're smart. You'd be a capable ruler. What are you waiting for?
I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
Do we ever get to know that?
You just gotta make your choice and hope you don't come to regret it. Think hard about it before you make it. Yeah, unfortunately, because we haven't developed Sebastian's relationship that much, we're not really gonna get much resolution to that. I don't think, or... yeah. Not that we necessarily get a whole lot of resolution anyway in the course of the game, it's more like a, kind of just applied toward the end and whatnot, I guess. Okay. I think we're ready to swap again. Let's see, what's another good pairing to go through? Maybe Meryl and Anders. Well, I've pretty much done Anders with everybody, but I might still have some stuff left with, like, Sebastian, because I haven't done a lot with him, so... yeah. I don't know, we'll just go with this for a second. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired of the dude saying the same shit every time we go in there, though. Well, we won't run through too many more banters, probably. I don't think there's a whole lot actually left anyway.
You need to seek atonement.
I know I should have died there, not Marathari. Don't you think I feel guilty enough?
Guilt isn't a punishment. It's a reminder there are things you haven't said right. The only way to shed its burden is to repent with a sincere heart and rectify your failures.
But how? My entire clan is dead because of me. There's not enough I can do in this lifetime to make up for that.
It was your pride that led you to the demon. Admitting what you can't do is a good first step.
You know what? Normally I'm not really into Sebastian's whole super religious goody-goodiness, but I actually think, you know, he's kind of maybe a good influence on Meryl a little bit there. In that regard. Even though obviously Kyrix is kind of into the whole blood magic thing, but I feel like even she might feel a little about, like, Meryl having gone to the lengths she did, though, kind of. But, I don't know, she's all about free will, right? Meryl did freely what she thought was best, and the clan freely chose to attack and basically kill themselves, so, you know. And Marathari freely chose to do what she did, too, so,
You've made no secret of your intent to lead the mages here in Revolution.
Well, I've tried not to shout it from the rooftops. You've just been around when I talk with my friends.
Well, as we have mutual friends who for some reason don't want you to get hurt, let me tell you this. If you go forward with this revolt, the Chantry will bring its full might to bear. They will kill you.
Andraste was killed. That doesn't mean she failed.
Do not compare yourself to Andraste.
Yeah, but I mean, by all accounts, Andraste is, like, believed to actually have been a mage herself. In some cases, so yeah. I do wonder, actually, you know, I can't remember as, like, the lore progresses, and like I said, I haven't really gone into all the books and stuff. I probably should at some point delve into that again, but, I wonder why exactly Andraste's ashes are able to heal Arl Eamon in the first game. Like, I wonder if we ever get more of an explanation for the magic properties of those and how they're so, like, as they are and everything. I mean, I guess that might kind of tie in. Well, I don't know if that really ties into anything that will really be tackling in Dragon Age 4. I don't know. But we'll see.
This ale, isn't it?
Shall see. Because obviously there was something special about Andraste. If, you know, her ashes were able to heal Eamon, essentially, but... yeah.
You really believe, don't you?
What are we talking about?
Believing. You do, I can tell. In freedom, in mages, in good spirits, in bad Templars, with more fire than the sun.
And your point is?
I miss it sometimes. Things being certain.
Some things are certain.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, one thing's for certain, you better get that mirror fixed, or that'll all have been for nothing. I don't remember, actually, if you ever do get that Olivian fixed in the course of the... I don't really think so, necessarily? I don't know. Because we're almost done with the... and you have not seemingly made a whole lot of progress. Yeah, especially because, yeah, you weren't able to finish it off there. Nothing more? Okay. Party swap time.
I hear the champion of Kirkwall.
Let's see. Who next? Maybe this? I don't know. Let's try. Yeah, I think we might be like about... No, there's a whole lot more banters really of interest to go through here. Might have exhausted most of it at this point.
Your master must have been a terrible man to make you hate mages so.
He was. Now he's dead.
We're not all like him.
How often I hear that, and yet how often I find it's not true.
The Keepers are different. They exist to preserve the old ways and to protect our people.
And none of them would ever fall prey to a demon or perform blood magic.
It's impossible to talk to you.
Yeah, sometimes Mars is a little over the top with his mage hatred, though. But Meryl is also kind of over the top with her magicaliness in some ways, too.
A friend?
She was like a mother to me. To all of us.
Then I'm sorry.
No, you're not. She's just one more mage to you. Why would you be sorry she's dead?
I'm not sorry she's dead. I'm only sorry she died for you.
What?
Let's hope the sacrifice of someone who cared for you that much isn't wasted.
Wow. Thunderous, that is cold, man. Poor Meryl. I mean, she maybe deserves that, but at the same time, she's so sweet, it's hard to accept that she might deserve it, you know? Okay. Is that it for you guys? Let's see. I mean, since we did the Meryl stuff more recently, and I also don't take Meryl around a whole lot, I probably a bit more for her with some other people, so... Let's see. I don't know if Aveline has talked to Hurley about that. Part of Sebastian's finished. I mean, he mentioned something about it. I don't know if he has anything else to say to her. Possibly not.
Aveline, do you think we'll win?
Win what?
In the end. It feels like something is ending, doesn't it? Do you think we'll win?
Nothing is ending, Meryl. Things are a little tense, but it will pass.
I hope we win. Barrick will make it a good story, I'm sure.
Something is going to end, Aveline. This game is going to end very soon. I mean, we're going to be continuing on to the next before long, but technically, there is an ending. And it's kind of a story Verica's telling, so Meryl's very correct.
Wondered, how do your divines choose their names?
They write all the best sacred names on slips of paper and stuff them in a mitre. Then, the newly elected divine picks a name out of the hat.
What if she picks a name she doesn't like? Does she have to keep it?
Of course she does. How do you think we got 4 divines named Hortensia?
I can't tell. I feel like that was that like a joke? Or was that actually serious? Because if that's serious, that's like kind of messed up. I would not want to have to be called Hortensia for the remainder of my days, while also having to deal with all the bullshit a divine has to deal with. Especially, goodness. Is that it? I don't remember if Anders was talking. I don't think Isabella said anything. I don't know if she would say anything about it. But yeah, I think we're maybe about done with the banters.
Do you think you'll leave Kirkwall someday?
I might, if I can persuade the right person to come away with me.
Intent.
You'll write to me, won't you? Do pirates write letters?
Badly. Hook hands make for awful penmanship, kitten.
I love the dynamic between Isabella and Meryl. As well, you know, just like I love the one between her and Aveline. But Isabel in general is a pretty fun character.
I don't know how you live the way you do, blithely ignoring the consequences of your actions.
This is about the Canary thing, isn't it? I'm not ignoring it. I just recognize that it happened years ago. There's this fantastic thing called moving on. You should try it sometime.
Has it occurred to you that Kirkwall is only just recovering from the Canary attack?
And you want me to... what? Flog myself daily? Has it occurred to you that maybe there's no justice in the world? Other than that voice you keep in your head?
Interesting, like blithely ignoring the consequences of your actions. I mean, I feel like you kind of done some fucked up shit too, Anders, and not necessarily been held fully to account for it either, so I don't know if you're one to talk on that point. Also, you know what's weird about that? That's so weird, because when you think about it, like, the Anders we met in Awakening was very much like that, very self-centered and, like, just out for himself and not really concerned with helping other mages. And obviously he's changed since then, but it's just kind of funny that he, like, couldn't see from Isabel's perspective right now, considering he once was very similar to her nature. I mean, his character kind of got ridden in a way, but, like, at the same time, I think it's implied he kind of was more like that once upon a time, right? Still, so...
There is justice in the world.
Is there? You want to free the mages. Let's say you do, but to get there, you kill a bunch of innocent people. What about them? Don't they then deserve justice?
Yes.
And then what? Where does it end? It's like a bar brawl. People are continuously pulled into the fray, and nobody remembers why it started. Justice is an idea. It makes sense in a world of ideas, but not in our world.
It's actually pretty profound there, Isabella. I mean, I do think there can be justice, I think, but you just have to... I think it's one of those things where you have to, like, kind of decide what's worth it, basically. Like, I mean, like, freeing mages going forward is, like, a big thing, right? Like, and then if, like, you know, potentially, if you... I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you have to consider, like, you know, it's the whole idea of, like, did the ends justify the means, etc. It's, like, a whole debate, right? But it might be a case of, like, you might make that choice to sacrifice a few innocent people. Like, in his case, he's gonna blow up the Chanter, right? You know, to help free the mages or whatever. And I guess he's making the decision, you know, that, you know, that that's right. I mean, yeah, and in that case, if you think that that's, you know, the justice of freeing the mages is worth... then maybe you just kind of forgo the justice for the Athena or whatever, you know, like, it's just kind of a matter of weighing, like, you know, basically you can't get justice for everyone. Maybe at the end of the day, you just have to pursue justice for, you know, in the cases that kind of feel most right. I don't know. It's kind of a, you could get into, like, a long moral debate on all that, I suppose, if you really wanted to. Anyways, I think that might be the end of this. Let's see, anything else to say? If not, I think I'm going to move on here. Nope. Alrighty then. Okay. In that case, let's head back home. And then I'm just going to catch up real quick on the Codex, and then we will be done with our preparations. Right, to the estate. Okay. Let's see, what do we have in our Codex? Nothing in the creatures. Ooh, lots of items. Bianca. Varric's crossbow is a marvel of dwarven craftsmanship, clearly the work of a master. However, she bears no smith's mark. When asked how he procured the weapon, Varric has a few claims. He could have won it in a game of Wicked Grace against Paragon Branca, and could have been a gift from a mysterious old beggar who disappeared into thin air, and it's possible he bought it off a crooked merchant in Lowtown with the previous owner's hand still wrapped around the trigger. None of those explanations is very likely, and continued questioning simply results in Varric grinning and walking away. Of course it does, man. If Varric was, like, any more, like, if Varric had any, like, more, like, viciousness or cruelty to him, he would be, like, the Joker of the Dragon Age world, more or less, huh? Anyways, Blade of Mercy. An enchanted replica of the blade Archon Hessarian used to slay Andraste as she burned, an act of mercy that he said the Maker commanded. Of course, the Tevinter Imperium did not become part of the Chantry until well after its formation centuries later, so the first of these blades was created in Tutu glory as a gift from Archon Tharian to his general, Lord Galenius, for battles fought at the height of the Second Blight. Since then, many Archons gave similar gifts, and it is seen as a badge of honor within the Imperium. Though more than one of these blades have ended up on the black market, either stolen or sold by the recipients when their family fell in hard times. Ironically, one of the four swords found impaled in the body of assassinated Queen Madrigal of Antiva in 599 Exalted, thus inspiring the Age of Steel, was a Blade of Mercy. It was a great sacrilege to the Chantry. Interesting. Bloom. Our hero strode the winding road, defiant of the vile, uncertain pause for home and cause when met the monstrous smile. A man his kin through blood and sin, a bastard of the gloom, a rising cut through bone and gut, an awful skyward bloom. From Songs of Old Marches, the death of Goodman served Ostis at the hand of the Reaver Shaeus, inscriptions collected by Flame the Bard. It's related to one of the weapons we have, and I'm not entirely sure what all that's referring to, necessarily, but interesting. Celebrant. The Grand Tourney is the oldest, and perhaps only, tradition of the Free Marches. On those rare 1 in 1,000 days when a contest of arms may be called, every march unites in fellowship to witness the birth of a new champion. Contestants come from all over Thedas. Minrathous alone always sends no fewer than 24 entrants hoping to claim the honor for the Imperium. Once the champion was an Avar mountain man. Twice in a row it was Talisa of Sundern, a lady knight from the Anderfels, which scandalized the crowd, created endless drama among the participants, and therefore got her declared the most loved champion in the history of the tourney. Each champion is presented a crown of sage leaves and a sword. The leaves wither, of course, as a reminder that all victories are fleeting, but the blade, Celebrant, endures and has passed from champion to champion since the first, inscribed with the names of each victor, a reminder that legend is eternal. Interesting. Kind of interesting to see that. Been to one of the games, but it might not really work into things with it being in the Free Marches. We've kind of been moving away from there. Centurion's Curus, or... Sure, exactly. Is it like Curus, maybe? Anyways, in the 435th year of the Tevinter Imperium, Archon Almadrius built a summer palace for himself near the Eyes of Nosen. The palace was considered one of the greatest wonders of the world, and many of Almadrius' jealous rivals hatched plots to burn it to the ground. To protect his palace, the Archon stationed 100 soldiers on permanent guard. These centurions were sworn only to the service of the Archon himself, their oaths sealed with blood. The reign of Almadrius ended in violence, and his successor, Tidarian, converted the palace into a garrison for his troops fighting the insurrections all across the Imperium. Amidst the bedlam, the centurions maintained their watch. They eventually fell in battle, but their oaths held and the bodies rose again to take their posts. When Tidarian's reign came to an end, the Magisters fought amongst themselves for 20 vicious years before they crowned a new Archon, and when Parthenius finally took the throne, he found that the palace and its guardians had vanished. Not a single stone remained in the Nosen countryside. Some say the Centurions, faithful to their oaths, carried the palace away brick by brick and rebuilt it in a distant land where it would be safe, waiting for an Archon to lay claim to it. Interesting. Ring of the Ferryman. Legend has it that prior to seizing power as the first Archon of the Tevinter Imperium, Dorianus had a dream that he crossed a mighty river in a small ferry piloted by a man whose face was always in shadow. When he reached the other side, Dorianus looked back and saw that the ferryman was himself. When he took the throne, Dorianus chose, as the seal of the Archon, an image of a hooded ferryman. Every Archon since has worn such a ring on the third finger of his right hand. A new ring is cast in gold for each Archon with its name around the image relief. By tradition, upon his death, the ring is ceremonially crushed in front of the assembled Magisters so that no one may use the power of the Archon until a new one is crowned. But the tradition has been circumvented at least twice. A forgery can be substituted and ritually destroyed in place of the Ring of the Ferryman. This one bears the name of Archon Hedarius, but whether it's a true ring or the forgery is impossible to discern. That's pretty interesting. Myrtle of the Elders. The elves seemed pretty upset when we started pawing at his stuff, especially the belt. Turns out it's some kind of heirloom. The Knifer claimed that it came from Arlathan, that had been in his family for generations. Well, things change. We dumped the body by the mine for the clan to find. I took a closer look at the belt, and it was clear that the leather was new, but there was something odd about the buckle. So I brought it to this fellow in Valoreo who deals in antiques, and he tells me it's old. Could even be from the time of the ancient elves. Suppose the runt was telling the truth. Anyway, hope this is adequate payment for the job. You could sell it or melt the buckle down. I believe it's real silverate. Except for a letter found in a Gamely Den in Jader. Glanda Valus. It is heresy today to speak of Shartan, an elven slave that rose up against his winter masters to help Andraste's barbarian invasion. It seems most people would prefer to believe that Andraste crossed the waking sea with little more than a basket of flowers and songs of peace and harmony. The truth is that she came with a horde of warriors at her back, and that without a rebellion occurring behind the enemy lines, it's very possible that the holy invasion could have been foiled. Shartan was a slave who became a fabled warrior and later a devotee of Andraste herself, and we know this because the Canticle of Shartan spoke of their meeting on the Valerian fields. Andraste gave him a mystic blade that he called Glandivalis, translation unknown, and he even fought at Mathnareth's side. But now the Canticle is one of the dissonant verses, and has been ever since the exalted March of the Dales. It seems we don't wish to speak of elven heroes or the role they played in Andraste's war any more than we wish to speak of barbarians or the bloody death toll that accompanied the war. With each passing age, heroes like Shartan become more of a fable, but some of us will always know the truth. Interesting. Hands of the Carta. Dusters have a saying, blood or coin, the Carta always gets its cut. When Barat was running Dusttown, he took the saying literally. He commissioned a pair of Barakat blades made by Smith House Doral. Barat gave one to his right hand, Jarvia, and the other to his second, Karshal, so that whenever hand of the Carta you got, it'd be holding a big sodding knife. Barat wasn't exactly a poet. Jarvia was killed in Dusttown during the messy succession, and Karshal turned all of Orzammar upside down looking for her blade. Some duster struck gold finding that blade and must have been clever enough to sell it right away. Stone only knows what Karshal will do to the luckless clod who has it when he finds it. Well, if we have it here now, well, we might not be able to really find it very easily. Longbow of the Jackal. There once was a bard from Mont Samard whose tongue was made of pure silver. His name was Corsa the Jackal, and he was famous for enchanting emperors and empresses by knowing exactly what to say to please them. This often got Corsa into trouble. One day, Corsa was traveling to Valrio, where he was to press his silver-tongued words into Empress Necessitus's ear. As he walked and rehearsed, a mighty storm blew in. Rain washed away the path, and Corsa became hopelessly lost. Chill set into his bones, so he took shelter in a cave. But the cave was home to a big brown bear. Corsa drew his longbow, but the bear seized it. "I was just about to go out for dinner," said the bear. "Nice of you to drop by." He looked at Corsa and began to drool. "You shouldn't do that," replied Corsa. "I'm old and stringy and not at all good to eat. Let me share your cave, and in the morning I will gather honey and berries. You shall have a feast fit for kings." "Agreed," said the bear, "but go no further into the cave. You won't like what you'll find there." Corsa warmed himself by nestling into the bear's thick fur. The bear fell asleep, but Corsa was kept awake by what lay further in the darkness. Finally, he could no longer endure the mystery. At the back of the cave, Corsa found a huge room, and in the middle of that room, an enormous dragon. Said the dragon, "Food." "Wait, wait," cried Corsa. "I am old and stringy and not at all good to eat. Let me leave, and I will bring you the bear." "I think not," said the dragon. "That bear promised me breakfast." And that was the end of the jackal. Interesting little story. Ver Tishon. There's never a shortage of hunters. The Ver Tanadal, the way of three trees, has lured many to Andrul's side. The Ver Tishon, the way of peace, is a harder path to tread, and few are called to hear Selace's wisdom. Those who hear that call learn the arts of the healer and the mender. Interesting. Okay, that's all for items. Places. Nothing, okay. Lore. The Enigma of Kirkwall. The Viscount is suspicious, but the bribe was sufficient to gain access to the restricted section. Okay, I'm pretty sure we already... Yeah, we already read this when we found each of them. Still don't know. I don't know if we missed some stuff from this to, like, give more context to this, but anyways, and we read this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, when we found it. Let me see. Collecting dragon's blood is extremely difficult, even for the most accomplished dragon hunter. First, one must locate the increasingly rare creatures. Second, one must bleed it. However, I believe that at the moment of death, the blood loses something special. A certain fiery essence, perhaps. Of course, bleeding a live dragon is quite tricky. Dragon's blood has a wide variety of uses, both magical and culinary. It's an important component of rune crafting, and those like my great-grandfather enjoy a sprinkling of the powdered stuff to their food at the dinner table. Right, Darvis, I already read that before. Resolutionists. Each circle of magi is home to various fraternities of enchanters that serve as social outlets for mages and ways for those of like mind to promote their philosophies on magic. The most marginal of these were always the libertarians, who believed mages must take a more active role in the politics of Thedas. While publicly only advocating greater power for the circles, many libertarians secretly wished to split completely from the chantry, as mages did in Defender. The chantry allowed the group to continue in order to note potential troublemakers. The Resolutionists changed all that, splitting from the main libertarian fraternity. The Resolutionists are open apostates who support freedom for mages at all costs. They have engaged in acts of terror and sabotage against the Chantry throughout Thedas, and many are connected to Kirkwall's Mage Underground. They have declared that unless mages are free to rule themselves, they will show every person in Thedas how little protection the Circle of Magic actually offers. The Rite of Annulment. In the early third year of the Glory Age, one of the mages of the Denaran Circle was found practicing forbidden magic. The Templars executed him swiftly, but this brewed discontent among the Navarra Circle. The mages mounted several magical attacks against the Templars, vengeance for the executed mage, but the Knight Commander was unable to track down which were responsible. 3 months later, the mages summoned a demon and turned it loose against their Templar watchers. Demons, however, are not easily controlled. After killing the first wave of Templars who tried to contain it, the demon took possession of one of its summoners. The resulting abomination slaughtered Templars and mages both before escaping into the countryside. The Grand Cleric sent a legion of Templars to hunt the fugitive. They killed the abomination a year later, but by that time it had slain 70 people. Divine Galatea, responding to the catastrophe in Navarra and hoping to prevent further incidents, granted all the Grand Clerics of the Chantry the power to purge the circle entirely if they rule it irredeemable. This rite of annulment has been performed 17 times in the last 700 years. I think we read that before, and probably in Origins, but kind of interesting to refresh memory on that. That's all under lore. Characters. Let's see. King Alistair Theron was crowned ruler of his kingdom after the end of the Fifth Flight, with the legendary hero Ferelden reigning as his queen. Both former Grey Wardens are wildly popular in their homeland, though some claim Alistair is not of Theron blood, and that his bloodline as a king's bastard son is a lie imposed on Ferelden to depose Queen Honora. Thus, the royal rule has been plagued with trouble, both within the kingdom as well as with neighboring Orlais. The bright greatly if weakened Ferelden, and many believe a renewal of the long-standing rivalry between the two nations is inevitable. Well, let's just see. Fenris, last 3 years. 3 years ago, after confronting Hadriana, Fenris learned of his long-lost sister. He has spoken little of it, though it clearly still preys on his mind. He has not left Kirkwall to pursue the matter, remaining in Daenerys' mansion, even though it is common knowledge in Hightown that a friend of the champion lives within. Fenris finds his pride in the city both intriguing and alarming. Where last year he has spoken more than once of leaving Kirkwall for good. If not for the debt he owes to Carrick, he would likely have already moved on. Okay, Liliana. Many stories have been told of Liliana. Some say she fought alongside the hero Ferelden against the Blight prior to serving at the right hand of the Divine. Even that is hearsay. The only thing known for certain is that the Bard is often seen at the Divine's side in Val Royeaux. This has caused no small degree of alarm in the Chantry's inner circles. Does the Divine have a plan of her own? What might Liliana's part be? The truth remains to be seen. And we'll be seeing more of her in Inquisition, of course. Okay, learners and notes. We already read these as we got them, so we don't need to read them again. What's a torn note? Oh yeah, we already read that. Okay, I think we are all caught up then. Okay, cool. Okay, so that will do it for our preparations for Legacy. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a break here, and then next time we will be jumping into that DLC and we'll see how long it takes to get through that. But for now, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.